2d6, 1d6, 2d6.
Matron Malice Bayenrin.
Hearing the music.
Nope. My character, she is a Hildred wizard. I don't call myself a wizard. I call myself an arcanist. She is basically what you would consider like a politician. Her things is making connections and overall dominating people and building myself my own army to go back and destroy my family and take over their kingdom. That's the overall goal of my character. Since in exile,
Wow.
Well, if there's a target that some can't hit, I can. I come from a long line of archers, so far back, and so that our very reputation has been a gift and a curse to us. Born and raised in Lopan, my mother and father became merchants after adventuring. They hold seats in the council. I set out on an adventure to find out what it was like when my mother and father spoke about it when I was younger. Now, being a little bit older, I've come across a lot of interesting people and places. None more so than a demon of my very first adventuring party beat and killed and left me for dead. I'm searching for that demon now to get revenge and kill it so that my friends can lay at rest. So whoever wishes to join me, I haven't told them the truth just yet, but I hope they stay.
Please leave a message. Beep. Oh, you just could have let me finish my dinner, could you? Anyways, yeah, you fat fuck. Um, I'm playing a changeling, assassin wizard, whose sole goal is to show that changelings aren't weak as people perceive them to be, especially those dirty ums of a troll and ogres, which I have a taste for. Yes, I eat trolls and ogres. So outside of other quirks that Well, they're gonna have a hard time trying to digest this one. Um,
5 minutes later, get me out of this pot. Get me out of this pot.
so, outside of other quirks that other people might call insanities, um, I basically travel along with a group, being as much of a nuisance as I am of help. Don't know which one of more yet, but yeah, I do get on my group's nerve. Last nerve. Probably very, very last nerve. But hey, so go the shots.
Okay. Well, I was almost gonna have this game go again because we had the same difficulty in the last Heroes Unlimited game, where I was muted the whole time, which is fun. So now,
Nice.
now I can hear myself on the Twitch stream, which is great. That's awesome. All right, so let's move on because Zelvoldrak is pretty gross. We have Corti Khan. It's an interesting name. So talk about Corti Khan really quickly, or actually take as much time as you need. But Corti Khan, let's talk about him. What he is, what is his profession, his class, his skill set, all that good stuff.
So Corsican is a rattling tinker. His whole purpose is to find more of a purpose. He's
His purpose is to find a purpose.
So when he first started off with the blacksmith, and during his time at the blacksmith, being an apprentice to a rather odd dwarf, he had discovered that the dwarf's family had records of a magic called science. The dwarf himself didn't take too much interest in it, and I eventually got my hands on his books and started going through his books, discovering the potential of what this science was. I started to study the books in more intent, and I started inventing using the power of science. And now my character is out to make science more of a thing, more a bigger presence.
The type
Because
of
of
science
the
we're talking
potential.
about, are we talking about like clockwork? You know, give us a sense of what genre of science, like, what is he ultimately trying to prove? What is he trying to create?
He's trying to
or
prove
is it
this.
just a creative process in itself?
He's trying to make science more. Trying to prove science is more powerful than magic.
Okay. Right, because
So from there, he's progressing with little inventions and going up from there.
Okay.
He's taken a rather.
So he's the Ratatouille of.
No, he's a Tony Stark.
He's the
He's a Rick Sanchez.
He's the Tony. He's a rat Tony Stark. Get what I just did right there? All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
wow.
He's taken a partial. He's been rather impartial towards explosives.
As most scientists in medieval times would. Okay. And last but not least, I don't know if he's still on his call or not, but I will call on him. He calls himself the Bastard.
I am Havel Munzushtigamaro,
Yeah, I'm
and
just going to
I hunt
call
the
you Bastard.
undead. And I hunt the undead. And yeah, people usually call me Bastard.
Okay.
I like the F's in life. I like to fight. Life is good.
Very good. All right.
Let's drink to that.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up where we are. We are in the old kingdom town of Thornvale, and I've set up I've set up an intro, so if you would be so kind as to indulge me, I will play it right now.
The streets are quiet.
Oh, God damn it.
Welcome to Thornvale, a small human outpost nestled along the northern coast of the Old Kingdom. Despite its humble size, Thornvale bustles with activity, its streets alive with the comings and goings of traders, travelers, and adventurers alike. But beneath the facade of normalcy, an air of fear grips the town like a vice. In recent weeks, a shadow has fallen over Thornvale as townsfolk have begun to vanish without a trace. Whispers of foul play echo through the streets, and rumors abound of ghouls lurking in the shadows, their hungry eyes fixed on unsuspecting prey. The source of the town's troubles
I was gonna
remains a
listen to it,
mystery,
but-
but one thing is certain:
Is it on play? It's
fear
playing
has
on Twitch?
taken root in the hearts of the people,
guys can't hear it?
casting a pall over
No,
their
man.
once
Nope.
vibrant community. Two of the
Wonderful.
town's 4 cemeteries have been plagued by sightings of the undead, and whispers spread of a dark sorcerer or witch prowling the streets at
Well,
night.
you know what?
Preying
It'll-
upon the innocent under the cover of darkness.
Just
The
give me a
streets are quiet, and the air is thick with apprehension. It is clear that something sinister lurks in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to face the darkness head on. And so, our journey begins in Thornvale, where
I think
danger
he's trying
and
to take
mystery
over
wait
your other
around every
character
corner.
from the other game, Steve.
Okay, so I'll reread it because you guys can't hear it on your end, which is totally aggravating. But welcome to Thornvale, a small human outpost nestled along the northern coast of the Old Kingdom. Despite its humble size, Thornvale bustles with activity, its streets alive with the comings and goings of traders, travelers, and adventurers alike. But beneath the facade of normalcy, an air of fear grips the town like a vice. In recent weeks, a shadow has fallen over Thornvale as townsfolk have begun to vanish without a trace. Whispers of foul play echo through the streets, and rumors abound of ghouls lurking in the shadows, their hungry eyes fixed on unsuspecting prey. The source of the town's troubles remain a mystery, but one thing is certain: fear has taken root in the hearts of the people, casting a pall over the once vibrant community. 2 of the town's 4 cemeteries have been plagued by sightings of the undead, and whispers spread of a dark sorcerer or witch prowling the streets at night, preying upon the innocent under the cover of darkness. The streets are quiet, and the air is thick with apprehension. It is clear that something sinister lurks in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to face the darkness head on. And so, our journey begins in Thornvale, where danger and mystery await around every corner. That's where we begin. We'll talk about Thornvale in a little bit more detail. This particular retinue, which is you guys, have decided to form an adventurers group, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
form a company.
You form your own adventurers company for hire, mercenaries for hire. In Thornvale, there is an adventurers league. It is a guild that accepts members that are able to pay the membership fee. Right now, combined, you guys don't have the requisite gold in order to join the league. And the league itself, they covet and they work with a larger guild itself, an adventurers guild that spans the immediate vicinity of townships and small to large cities. So they have pretty much a stranglehold on whether or not on mercenary guild, on adventuring outside of people who can't afford their fees.
Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Continue.
All right. Now, the fee for membership, and a couple of things that membership grants you. Membership grants you the safety and security of a guild hall. It gives you the opportunity to bid for specific contracts, whether they be local or people coming in from out of the area, and it also allows you access to other people that are in the league that are experts in their particular areas. It gives you the opportunity to network with other mercenary types who have skills and abilities that you don't necessarily possess or have access to, and it also provides a wider network of contracts outside of Thornvale. So most adventuring parties, at least in the immediate area, understand that there is a trade-off. The trade-off is if you do not, if certain contracts you will not be given until you prove yourself. There's loot sharing with the league. There is a hierarchy where those who have been with the league do get the prime contracts while the newbies get the grunt work or the shit work. Outside of that, there is a community board where wanted posters are posted, where where contracts are available to you that don't necessarily meet the league's standard for utilizing their resources in order to fulfill them. Those are usually not very high paying and involve a lot more work than oftentimes they're worth. However, right now, that's where you are. Now, the membership fee for the league currently stands at 10,000 gold pieces. So that is where the league membership is. And it also gives you opportunity to utilize their armory, purchase equipment at discounted prices. They have a lodge where adventurers can rent rooms at reduced rates, and you have membership access to other adventurers leagues in the Old Kingdom, throughout the Old Kingdom. Okay, that's where we are right now. Now, you guys, and I have some stuff right now. Okay. You guys are currently holding lodgings at the Rusty Anchor. The Rusty Anchor is a cozy inn located near the town docks. It's comfortable accommodations for travelers, as well as a warm meal and friendly atmosphere. It's run by the jovial innkeeper Hilda Stonefist. They call her Hilda Stonefist because after years of kneading dough and working the hot pokers of her kitchen, her hands, whenever she laughs and slaps somebody on the back, it may draw blood.
Which is she?
I'm sorry?
What race?
She is a dwarf. She's approximately 65 years old, but she's very spry for her age. She sports wisps of a beard, but she keeps it nice and tailored. And it's a popular choice of locations for travelers that aren't league members. So that's where you guys hold up. The rent for rooms at the Rusty Anchor stand at 3 gold pieces a week. That affords you 1 meal, and grog is included, water is extra, and because clean water, I should say, is extra, because they have to filter it, and that costs Hilda in order to do that. She runs the place with her companion. He doesn't really come out of the kitchen very often. She calls him Heckney, and that's dwarf for idiot. Who can speak Dwarven?
I can.
Okay. So yeah, whenever she
I
yells
can
at
speak
him,
Dwarven too.
like Hackney, you fucked up another order. Or he's shut up, bitch. I'm doing my best. That's usually their interactions, but you hardly ever see him. He's another dwarf, very broad. He's slightly older, but he's got the stature of a warrior, despite the fact that he works the kitchen. All right, so that's where we are. You are in the Rusty Anchor. Hold on one second. I am going to change this. Describe for me what you guys are doing at the Rusty Anchor currently. It is approximately, the sun has set, the season is fall. There is a minstrel troupe that's playing a wistful tunes, and they usually swing by the Rusty Anchor every week in order to plow their, show their wares and collect some silver, some coppers, occasional gold piece, depending on how well they're received or how drunk the patrons are. It's 8 p.m. It's fall. The season has just started to turn, so still warm days, but the nights are becoming longer and colder. So let's start with someone start first. Let me, you know what? Let me just pick. So let's start with Silverwind. What is Silverwind doing? And are you all sitting together?
I'm definitely sitting close. If it's getting cold like that, I'm definitely by the fireplace.
Okay.
Silverwind is muted, so if Silverwind is talking,
Silverwind stepped away and said she'll be right back.
All right.
I am keeping warm with the bodies of willing women.
Okay. Not necessarily known as a brothel type of establishment. There are ladies of the evening that Hilda is amenable to. They pay her a stipend of their earnings, and she looks the other way.
And those are my special friends. Evening.
I'm there next to Bastard, going mug for mug.
Okay.
Senpai!
By the way, a visual, and I'm sorry I'm eating popcorn, but a visual representation of Thornvale, if you've ever played The Witcher, or Witcher 3 specifically, and this goes for players and viewers alike, Novigrad is a perfect representation of Thornvale. So just take a moment when you get a chance to look at any video on YouTube of Novigrad.
So it basically has the entrance, the lower slums and stuff like that, and it keeps going high into the higher class region.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Copy that. So yeah, senpai! Drink!
All right, so I already know what he's doing. What about Black Eyed Beauty?
So Lou, I'm going over our finances.
Yeah, get closer to your mic. I can't hear.
Okay. Hello? You hear me now?
Yeah.
Put your mouth closer to the mic.
Wow.
It has begun.
Senpai!
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, you seriously sound muffled.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Wow. How about
I don't
now?
know why. It's a little better.
A little better.
Turn up your gain if for anything else.
What about now?
Perfect.
Much better.
Yep.
So, what I'm going to be doing is going over our finances to see where we stand now. Trying to establish, because all work doesn't mean that it has to go through the Adventures Guild.
No.
The Adventures Guild. So, I'm trying to establish connections. I'm talking to
Hello?
people.
Yep.
I'm talking to see if there's any work that is needed for a group of our type of stature, meaning, you know, we're not high end and there's no big overhead, but we, you know, we try to get the job done, and that's what I'm pushing out there. So that's what I'm working on right now, especially talking with the people in the bar, since I do have certain abilities to have people kind of give me a little bit of trust. I'm trying to squeeze any little information, anything that's going on here and there that is that could probably be useful, so I could use that information to get us work.
Okay. That was a very generalized statement. That's not really telling me what you're doing now in this bar. I get overall that's what you're trying to put out there, but right now, describe for me what you're doing. I know one is getting drunk, one is sitting by the fire shivering because he's a rat and he's dropping pellets, and then another one is womanizing.
Right.
And we gotta go.
I'm drinking.
We gotta go to and drinking, and we gotta go to Silverwind after you.
We all rented this place. I am
Yes.
going over finances, how long our finances are going to hold us out for lodging and food until we're broke.
Okay.
That's what I'm.
So then the question then becomes, what are your finances? And it sounds like you're the one that's managing them. So how's that work with everybody else?
I'll donate to the cause, of course.
Yeah. It's a company thing, so I'll give it to the war chest.
Okay.
I
Then
drop off a few coins I made over the past few nights.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna need to take an accounting, Malice, of your group's finances. So that's gonna require you to take an accounting. I'm not gonna do it for you. I will keep an eye on it to see if all of a sudden you all have 110,000 gold for some reason. But yeah,
of course,
pen and paper. Keep track of it, and then
Okay.
Then
look, we got a paid off in the works.
the question
It
then
could
becomes,
also go into there's also the journal feature. I think that it's
Yes.
shareable or something.
There's a journal feature on your character sheets. Please utilize them. It's a nifty thing, and you can add as many journal entries as possible. What I would suggest is also keeping a copy of that, like on a Word file or however other way that you can do it separately.
And Malice, don't gripe about the crusty pieces on the coins, okay?
The who?
What?
Nothing. Just saying, I'm contributing to the war chest.
Oh boy.
WP incineraries, huh? And we'll work on that flamethrower now.
Wow.
Okay, so
No. So Lude,
I'm gonna ask a follow-up question. How much are you guys contributing to the war chest?
I am typing it into the Roll20 chat now.
Okay.
I have to find out how much I have.
Okay.
But I'd probably give up about.
Because remember, you know. Mm-hmm. His is a specific thing, but yeah, no. Each class has starting goal. So what you can do is because I'm starting you guys at third level, you can take that and multiply by 2. Whatever your starting gold was, just multiply by 2. Are you split class or are you multi-class? No. Yeah, just bump them up to 3. Yeah. For you, um, you're not going to get a whole lot, considering what you were doing. Um, let's say 4 gold, 4 gold. All right, 4 gold, 10 silver, 30 copper. So, so okay. Yeah, type it in the chat so that we have a record of it, please. Okay. Saying in case you need to come back to it, everybody put it in the Roll20 chat what you're contributing. So, some of the coins that he had been giving you over the past few weeks have been yes. Okay. All righty. That aside, yeah. Well, it's only 15 gold a week for the 5 of you. Oh, let's. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep cutting you off. I apologize. How long have you all been residing in Thornvale? Because that will determine how much you owe from the war chest. Hmm? I didn't say anything. I was asking you guys. I don't recall that, but if you guys want to stay a year, that's fine. But you would have to take that. Right. No, definitely not. Okay. With a dwarf? As an elf, you're going to end up paying triple. I understand that, but you're haggling with a dwarf as an elf. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, well, let's just not assume that that's a project that's been worked on for a year. You just brought it up. That's not. I don't know. Hmm. A month. I think a month is. I would agree that a month is probably more reasonable to as a starting point. Yeah. So just subtract 60 gold from the total, and you're going into the next week owing another 15. But um, she does not like collecting from anyone but the rat for some reason. And I think part of the reason why is because he grew up around dwarves. So he understands mannerisms. He understands their way of being. Now, again, this is not to say that no one understands dwarves. However, I will always defer to expertise or racial, if you have a skill preference or if it's something that's heavily involved in your class, you're going to get the preference. And because of his background, Cordy Khan is going to, yeah, he definitely relates to them better, and she's able to talk with him about things better. Plus, he's helped her fix a lot of things around the place. So she's definitely favored you to a greater degree than the rest of the group. Um, I will I will say that yeah, she doesn't. For the rest of you, those of you who are elves, she regards you with indifference. But so long as you pay your rent and you don't cause trouble, she again leaves you alone. The everyone else she regards with a more friendly, less chilly demeanor. Um, Outside of that, everyone is free to come and go as you please. You don't have a curfew. There is none. As in fact, the Rusty Anchor rarely ever closes, and there's a contingent of barmaids that come through that have varying shifts. Um, the bastard has had a few warnings to keep his mitts off of a couple of the ladies that work the late shift. However, nothing more has come from that. A couple of looks as soon as some of his favorites come in, and everyone knows who his favorites are. You guys don't necessarily have a huge rep, but you've lived here long enough for people to recognize that you are boarders here. There are adventurers that come and go. This place can house at least 15. It's big enough that there are about 10 rooms, but not all of them are a single occupancy. And you guys pay for the single occupancy rate, and she'll charge a little less for people to pile in. But that said, the night wears on. Everyone's getting their buzz on. The fire is roaring. There's venison that's cooking over a spit that's being tended to by one of the courtesans. She cuts huge chunks of meat and serves it to the guests and to the boarders. You guys are enjoying a meal. Let's see. So Malice, you're all at the table. A woman comes in with she has a hooded cloak, but the hood is down. You recognize her as Elena. She's a local historian and a scholar, and she comes in. She's has no armor. She's dressed in a sundress. She's pretty busty, red hair. She's red hair, freckles. So she's a ginger and a human. She's human. She comes in and she sees you, and she remembers you. You remember her from when you first came into town, and you were trying to establish some roots and some contacts. Plus, she's helped you out with some, with acquiring some books and some scrolls here and there. So she comes over. Matron, may I speak with you a moment? Excuse me, gentlemen, ladies. She gives you that corner of the eye look as you're sitting with two girls on your lap already, and they're both just like, "Hey, we're right here." So she's a couple of the other patrons who have gotten their buzz on are like somehow had joined you. Senpai! And start drinking. All right. Yes, please. I don't want to disturb your revelry, but I might have something for you. You move to your table, and she leans and she's like, so I discovered I may need to hire your party, your company. It's like I can't afford the guild rates, but I would be happy to share in the loot, any loot that's found. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I was studying this book, and there's a map that I found that I was able to acquire from a traveling salesman, and it just so happens that they match. And I did some research, and I traveled to where this located. I think it's an old elven ruin, and I would love to be able to get in there and see if there's anything of value. It's just he's like no. She's they're away from you guys, so they moved to another table. No. They moved to another table. Yeah, it's not. They're not speaking in tongues. They're speaking in common, and she's like, would you be interested?" It's like, I may be able to rustle up. I don't know, 20 each for your company. Like I might be able to double that, and plus, we can all share in anything that's found. Of course, I would reserve the right to my pick of what's there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So she turns and looks and sees him doing the same, because he's looking at you, and then she just looks over her shoulder and just looks around the room, and her eyes fall on you, and you're doing some weird shit with your hands, and you're rattling. So it's not like, oh yeah, they're talking to one another. You're just weird. It's just like, well, what do you think? Is that something that's of interest to you? It's like, hold on a second. Yeah, it's talking about Danny. Ah, guy, it's just weird. It's just been me talking. All right, how about now?
America,
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah.
I love that movie.
I'll only make love to you if you promise that you won't die.
I
I
promise I will
promise.
die.
Okay, so I guess
That is the best movie
You're gonna
ever.
talk to me?
you can hear it now, right? Okay, now I can hear it. All right, great.
You hear everything?
All right, so essentially, let's just do a quick recap. We're in the town of Thornvale. Everyone's in the rusted anchor or the rusty anchor. That is where they've been holed up for at least a month, and getting their roots set in the town of Thornvale. That's under the shadow of murder. No, I'm just kidding. It's there's a fearful air as people have been disappearing, and there's been rumors and sightings of rumors of ghouls and the undead being sighted at the two of the four local graveyards, and that's lending an air of fear to the quaint town of the port town of Thornvale. And our adventurers are now being haggled. They're now haggling for an adventure, an expedition. Now, get back to it. Her name is Elena. She's a local historian and scholar. She is talking with Madam. What's her name?
Elena.
No,
Oh, Madam Webb.
Madam Webb.
Alice,
Madam
Matron
Matron Malice. Okay, somebody's been reading a lot of Driss books lately, so
For real.
I get where that's coming from. And
Mhm.
okay,
This is the way.
this is the way.
Uh-huh.
You are gay.
Here we go.
You can't get canceled our first episode.
Surprise! All right, now, so I might be able to do 22 per person, but I really am dipping into my savings. There's not a lot of money in
Five of us, so it's like 100 and. All right, man. Okay. As you said, that whatever we find, we will split.
So long as I get first choice. She said, I'm not interested. She's like, it would be great if I could recoup my losses. However, I'm more interested in the history, any artifacts, anything of anything that can enlighten us on the history of an elven civilization. I said, that sounds amazing to me.
Vultures.
So,
Okay.
when can we set out? I could be ready by morning, so long as everyone else is okay with it. I'm sure you have to talk with the rest of your retinue.
I will. Let me talk with him, and then I will get back to you.
Wonderful,
But
wonderful.
everything works out. Hopefully, by the morning, we should be getting together and heading out.
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much. I'll leave you to it. Thank you. Thanks you like 3 more times, and then turns around and leaves. She gives she doesn't give the party the smile, but she has a look of, yes, this is happening.
So I'm gonna look at.
I definitely give her a smile.
Which immediately lowers her smile. She's like,
in the back of Bash's mind, you hear, "Oh, I'm gonna butter that crumpet." Well, no, a crumpet you are.
In sign language, I'm gonna like to Cortan. Corti Khan. I'm gonna let him know. Did you hear everything?
So I nod my head. I'm still scratching on my paper.
So I'm gonna go down with everyone.
Yeah, what?
because he's a ratling. He's a,
So I'm going to sit down with everyone and explain the whole situation. So this will be a fantastic opportunity to try to get our name out more. We should take advantage of this.
I like these opportunities. I see more treasure to come from this.
So as I unbury my face from between titties.
Or you might get an opportunity to bury your face in them titties.
Well, the current 2 sets that are present. Yeah, I like it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Quinn, are you interested?
Let's do her. I mean, let's do the mission. Yeah.
I'm definitely interested in this mission.
Uh-huh.
The more we get ourselves out there to be noticed, it's the better for us. But let's also try not to bring too much attention. And I'm going to look at Zell, Baldrock.
What?
Your sticky fingers, that's what.
Oh, please. Listen, if we're going to get the best of the loot, then great. If not, if we're going to meander, then oh well,
Give me back my sharpening stone.
I do not want the attention of the Adventurers Guild.
The only way the Adventurers Guild is going to get attention from is if we go out there
but the
talking about
Adventurers
it.
Guild wouldn't have anything to do with this because she
the
never
Adventurers
offered
Guild
it
would
to
have
me.
if the Adventurers Guild gets wind of this, they can put out a paperwork and shut us out of it because we're not established.
That's it.
Rules.
Doing certain jobs is great for us, but if we have too much attention to us, then we could have problems later on down the road.
I'm going to get a drink.
So we're going to be there in the morning.
So I slide you a mug.
No, I'll get my own drink. Thank you.
I didn't put anything in it. Wow.
it's just foaming.
Wow. Listen, I'm not the one that was saying that I was going to roofie you.
It's like dry ice, that's smoke from dry ice coming out.
Yeah, that's true. But I heard the last person that took your drink was in somebody else's pigeon coop, sweating like a slave.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, I don't know where that was coming from, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
As I start juggling, glass spheres full of chloroform.
All right, fine. So I take my drink back. Just take another sip. I'm like, so we're leaving in the morning to this elven thing. Yay. I just have one question. Do you know more or less where the whereabouts is?
No,
Because
meeting with her in the morning.
Client, no.
And
Because the thing is this: if it's something that's piqued their curiosity, and the guild's been established,
cost
then
of
again,
the
they may
guild
not have known
too
about
much.
it
You
anyway.
can't
So
afford it.
sure, whatever.
She didn't go to them first because she can't afford them. Their prices.
Yeah, she can't
They're
afford
basically they're
already
basically raping everybody across the coals with their prices.
Mhm.
We start from the bottom and we get in on the ground. We get on the ground floor and work our way up. It's basically a fu to the guild that's standing.
Okay, I'm up for that. I'm up for a whole lot.
All right, Lou. So we're all agreed. We're going in the morning.
Anything that you guys are going to be doing this evening, or can we skip to the morning?
We can
After
skip the morning.
I take my
Turn
drink,
all my gear and everything like that, and
I
that's it. We're ready.
barricade my door, put a chair up on it, a table, and another chair, and I take a bath.
Okay.
I use some soap that I
Already
got
in the
from
bathtub.
I use some of the soap that I got from Lopan that I brought with me that I on my character sheet.
Have
I'm
you ever
already
seen
in the
Have you
bathtub.
ever seen the movie Ben?
No.
I'd be like, "Hey, Silver, try not to take so long. And by the way, you forgot the window." As I rappelled down.
I put 2 arrows in you.
That's okay. In a second, you'll get 2 arrows in you.
Oh, I see this.
And
This one's going to be
the
funny.
debauchery continues.
All right. So let's move on to the
Sell all
morning.
y'all out to the guild. Yeah, move on to the morning.
Let's move on to the morning because holy shit.
Now I don't believe you're already in the bathtub because that's soap and water, Mike. You're filthy.
I'm filthy minded. There's a difference.
Okay. When's the last
Oh,
time you
you're a
bathed?
filthy admitted already.
The
Just like
a great-
everybody else. in
He's
this
a great
goddamn
ancestor. He's a great ancestor from the filthy
all right. The sun peeks over the mountains, and
yeah.
you're all checking your horses and your barding, getting everything ready. The
Morning pisser.
right, your contractor, she rides up on her horse, and she's like, "A pleasant morning to you all." There's a mist that came in from the bay, that's hanging in the streets. The it's just like I see the I see the weather is a fortuitous sign. But if you are all ready and rested and fed and ready to go, then please lead. I will lead the way. But I appreciate your coming and taking this job and offering some protection while I guide you through this.
Hey, problem.
Good morning, Elena. Let's go.
Okay. Takes
Give
you.
her a little nod.
It takes you about a half day's ride. She leads you through some wooded areas, some passes, into the foothold of one of the mountains, to a pass that you wouldn't otherwise see it's a little off the main road, but unless someone guided you there or like a ranger had found it, you wouldn't have seen it. So about another hour of riding. The air is cool. There's scarce wildlife, scarce game, not a lot of birds for some reason. And you go down the road and it hits a bend. Once you turn to it, you can see this outcropping. And it, at first glance, doesn't look like much, but the closer you get to it, you can see it start to take shape. It looks like a door, an archway, but there's a huge stone that is barring the way there. And it's just like, according to this is where it is.
Enchantment. Nope.
According.
Okay, go ahead. Make your roll.
Is there a door there? You said?
There's an archway. It's a stone archway. It doesn't look like it's heavily masoned, meaning it's lost its structural integrity to time, and there's a stone that's barring the way. Could be.
Is there anything written on it?
Okay, so
Got it.
all right. When I'm going to answer two questions that were asked. One is the recognized enchantment. And two is there anything written on it? Now, Silverwind, roll perception. This is for a specific reason, and for you, Zell, you don't necessarily sense any magic. It doesn't look enchanted. However, in combination to, it's going to depend on Silverwind's perception check.
Natural 20.
Well, the enchantment also lets me know if it's like cursed or something to that effect as well.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. So there's
I called it too. Sweet Christmas.
one of the things that you do notice, Zell, is there are one of the stones. It's faded, but on the archway there's pockets where the stones had fallen. You know, like they're missing pieces. But one of them seems to have a faint. It could either be a writing of a language, it may be a rune, but it's so faded that you can't really tell the difference. And for you, Silverwind, as you're looking around, you see a stone that's partially buried that has an elvish letter on it.
I pick it up and I bring it to the stone and see if it matches up.
Well, it's covered in moss. It's on overgrowth and dirt. But
I try to clean off as best as I possibly can.
Yeah, I mean,
put a little water on it.
For the most part, it's the same color. It's the same. It has the same coloration as the stonework on the arch.
Lou,
I try to place it.
One at a time.
Hey, so I get down off my horse.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Don't go anywhere, Pisser. And I walk over I walk over to Silverwind, and I stand uncomfortably close up to her and look at this rock she's holding.
Say, baby.
I step to the side away from him.
Is that what you got there? It looks hard.
Somebody rubbing up on me.
So I actually say to you in Elven, so what have you got?
Silverwind.
I found this. What you call it? I'm about to place it.
Hold on a second.
Silverwind is.
I'm about to.
The arch. How tall is Silverwind?
5'9".
There's no way for you to put the stone in the arch. The arch itself is about 9 feet high. The tip.
So I go to Silverwind. Silverwind, before you keep approaching, hold on a second.
For what?
And I'm going to cast Sea Wards. It's 8 PPE.
How much?
8 PPE.
All right.
Climb up and place it anywhere.
What's your total DPE?
163. Well,
Okay.
we never discussed how much extra, but
All
we'll
right.
just leave it.
So you call upon your inner strength, your energy from the elements, from your surroundings. You do that, and the stones themselves along the archway, they start to glow faintly for a split second, and then they fade. And
Did the one in his hand glow also?
The one in his hand did glow, yes.
Okay. What does the symbol say? Since I can read Elvish.
Oh, it's just a it's a couple of, it's sort of inlaid symbols, but again, they're so faded that it could be one word, it could be another word. Ultimately, the initial shape seems like a letter, and it's an.
I get on the back of my horse.
It's an S.
I get on the back of my horse.
S,
I ride up.
S is in Sam.
S is in there.
So she's,
I get on the
even
back of my
Elena's
horse.
like, so what did you find?
So, question:
I
when they lit
found
up,
I
hold
found
on
a
a second.
room.
Hold on.
All right, let
Hold
let
on.
let,
Dude.
let him go first, and then you can go.
When the wards lit up,
Mm-hmm.
did it seem like they were activated? Did they seem like my energy was the one that kind of illuminated them for a second, but they're so faded and old that it just dissipated, or did it feel like a drain? Because I don't know that
There's a possibility of the second.
of a drain.
No, that you active that it's just it was your power that
That
eliminated
eliminated
it.
them.
Yeah.
All right. So I tell them, listen, this place is warded, but I can't tell what type of wards they are. So
So
you don't
wait a
want to
minute.
be
There's an enchantment here.
if you don't want to become an ink blot, I would say we proceed with caution.
Okay. I ride on the back of my horse up to the ward where to quite possibly find a way to put it up there. I stand up on the back of my horse and I place the ward in.
Okay. The stones themselves don't necessarily. You can't find a good hold, so you can place it, but there's nothing to stick it. In other words, you know what I mean? Like
It won't hold.
it's possible that it broke
It won't
off.
stay in place.
Yeah, it's possible that it broke off, but it won't stay
I
in
use one
place.
of my arrows and jam it in between
Okay.
to keep it wedged in.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you do that, it won't work. I tell them.
You don't know that.
It won't work. If it's gonna work as a protection or as some type of device,
Well,
it
we'll
has
find
to
out.
fit.
Yeah, I read what it says since I got it in.
You can't form
I read the
a full word. It doesn't make any sense the way you put where you placed it. And there
So
are other pieces that are missing.
I guess we gotta find the other pieces.
Is the
All
door
right.
closed?
Hey,
Yes.
I go over to the lady. You're the
Yes.
one who guided us to here, right? Does your encounter with the book or map or whatever it is that you have give us any instructions as far as to this?
Well,
Does it give you any information?
it's not necessarily complete, but there is something. This is just looking at it. This may be it. I'm not 100%. I'm not fully sure, but
May I take a look at it?
Of course. So she hands you the parchment, and it's old. That's the first thing you can tell, that it is extraordinarily
Yeah,
old.
I'll handle it delicately.
Let me finish my description. It's extraordinarily old, and as she unfolds it, you can see her like delicately move it and place it in your hand. A lot of you can see this archway. There's some faded symbols that you can't recognize at all, and then there is writing above that door. You can see it, but it's been lost to time, to smudges, to people. You know, like there's a weatherization on this scroll, on this particular piece of parchment, that
All right.
doesn't allow you to fully make out what it is. It is in Elvish, though. That
All
you
right.
know, you can see elven symbols and writing, and maybe a rune or two.
So Lou,
Yeah.
what I'm going okay, I'm gonna cast recognize magic just to make sure that there are no runes. That will allow me to recognize any rune or mystic symbols
Where? On what?
on the parchment and what she has.
Okay.
Also gonna take that moment to also look at the archway that we're at with the stone to see if there's any runes or mystic symbols that would appear from that magic. I'm also going to use archaeology on the parchment to see if I recognize this piece of like where we're at or have heard of it, to see if I could get some type of idea of where we're going into, and see if we can figure out how to get past this stone.
Okay.
Lou,
Yep.
so during the day I normally wear a gas mask with filtered lenses because my eyesight's weak. But when they start filling with the rocks, I got masonry, so I look at the piece she has, Silverwind has, and I look at the archway and try to quiz out where am I fit, where it's supposed to fit.
Okay. Roll that skill, please.
Okay, doing it.
Ooh,
What did I get? I can't see it.
98.
I failed.
success chance. No, what's your
If I rolled a 98, I failed because my roll was a 65.
Okay.
And I'm trying
Got
to.
it.
You have
So it costs
masonry.
4 PPE in the last 2 minutes for the sense magic.
Uh,
And I'm doing what I told you, looking at the rooms, if there are any mystic symbols, if there are any. And the archaeology is a success to see what am I looking at? What is this rumors of or myth of, or what exactly does she have in her hands?
okay, give me one moment, please.
Hmm.
Broke up. What'd you say?
Okay. What she has in her hand is original. It is written. The parchment itself is ancient. Ancient in the sense that once you do the sense magic, you can sense that there is some magical properties to this paper. So as to not completely disintegrate to time. There are runes that you can recognize, but what's missing is what's the problem. What you have some lettering, some words. It could possibly be could either be a spell, or it could be some a runic
Now, if it
word.
were a spell, it would have already written off.
No.
Already.
Or a runic word, or a series of words. I'm not 100% sure. Now,
Question. So what I'm looking at, I see the runes. Do I see any mystic symbols with it?
in the sense of what?
Just do I recognize any mystic symbols?
Oh,
Like the symbols of air, fire, water, evil, good, war, peace.
there is a symbol for earth, fire, all 4 elements.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. While I have the sense of magic, right, I'm going to cast Eyes of Thoth,
Okay.
right? Since it's mainly Elvish, right, I'm expecting that this is being mixed in with a language or a couple of languages. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and recognize what the languages are and see if I can make sense of what it's saying to try and get past this door or try and get past the wards that are in front of me.
Okay.
And that's 10.
What is malice and what is Mike, I'm sorry, and bastard doing? He's just waiting for them to do it.
Lou,
I'm looking
up.
around, but yeah, mostly waiting on them to figure out what the hell they're doing.
Okay.
I'm walking up to the door.
Okay. I can't
see.
James had dropped off. I can't find him here.
James is typing.
Why can't I see him? I don't see him on the list here. Hold on for 1 second. I'm gonna invite him again.
Yeah. Man. Batteries.
There he is. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. There he goes.
I'm checking the door.
Now, so checking the door is very vague. What do you mean by checking the
I'm
door?
gonna see if the door can open.
Okay, so it's a stone. It's blocking the entrance, so there's no spaces.
Oh, you mean it's a stone door, or is just a stone?
It's possibly that it's a stone door or just a stone slab that was placed there, but there's nothing. There's no handholds to go in it. So in other words, there's the stone arch, and then there's a huge stone that's let's just call it a door that's inset into the stone masonry.
Kind of like the entranceway to Moria.
Something like
in
that.
Lord of the
Yes,
Rings.
yes, exactly. Checking the door. What else are you checking?
I'm gonna do detect concealment.
All right, make the roll. And for Bastard, please roll perception. Okay, so there's nothing concealed in this particular area that you're searching.
Like a 30-foot area.
Yeah, but you're only looking at the door, so that area effect, there's nothing concealed right there.
Automatic area effect. If I turn around, it's 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
Then-
says. So if it's like on the side or something like that,
Yeah, give me a second.
don't try to jerk me.
That's why I'm telling you to give me a second. I'm looking through my actual my paper book. I got the.
Ooh, fancy.
I know. It's nice to be able to look through an actual book instead of a PDF every once in a while.
Invocation that will instantly.
Is it?
You
it's a-
Luddite, you.
Yeah, right. Is it a spell?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And reveal any objects which may have been mystically concealed. Can be directed at a specific area or individual, or made to affect an entire area of 30 feet.
Okay. What level's the spell? 3, 2, 1.
2. Cost me 6 PP. I got 183.
I got a rock.
All right. And I thought it was just the skill. That's why I said. So, you concentrate on your power. You open your eye right in front of you in the middle of the door. There's a circle with what looks like a palm, like an indentation where a palm would go, where a hand would go.
Elena, come, my child.
She's like looking at you like, okay. She gets
I'm
off.
80, I'm 85 years old.
I get it, but you don't look 85,
young.
and she gets off her horse. She's just like, what do you see?
So I'm gonna take out my little brush and I'm gonna clean the area and show.
There's
Show
nothing
her.
for her to show. You see it. She doesn't see it.
I'm gonna clean the area so she could see the hand.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. She can't see it.
Oh, you didn't say that. You said that it's just there. I
You
thought
just said it now.
so she could see it.
What I'm saying is, as a result of your spell, you can see it.
Okay.
She still can't see it.
I guess it has a magic lock on it. As well, a very concealed lock.
Where we're at?
Actually, you know what? She sees it. I had to reread the spell. My bad. Now, she's just like, where did that come from? And with that, everyone's attention immediately goes from, this rock is crazy. I don't know where it goes. Huh? And you all see what they're looking at. For Bastard, You were still on your horse, correct? So,
I've gotten off the horse.
all right.
he
So
was standing up comfortably close to Silverwind.
who's still on their horse?
I was sitting on my horse after I put the rock in.
Okay. So you're near the door. You're literally like right next to them with this big ass horse as they're futzing with the door. The who else is near the door? And on foot.
I wasn't near the door on foot because I was trying to figure out the masonry.
Okay.
Same
What about
here.
same? Okay, so the only
Yeah, I
person.
went.
Yeah, because I'm in front of the door reading, doing with the parchment.
All right, so the only person on foot, the only person on the horse would be Silverwind.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that I have it in my mind's eye so that I can move forward. Now, for Silverwind, do you have horsemanship?
I do.
Okay, please roll that.
Oh yay, this is gonna be good. Do, 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 do.
796.
You shut up.
Don't worry, if you fall off your horse, I'll help you up.
I bet you will.
Way up.
It's gonna help you up from your waist.
Way up.
Okie dokie. Wait, can I just do it from here? Alright, let me roll. I made it.
What's the percentage for horsemanship, sir?
Hold on. Oh, I missed it by 6 points.
Uh-huh. I made it.
Wow. As the
Oh, I am helping you up.
filthy
The hell you're not.
catches her before her tushy hits the floor.
So, Bastard, you notice some stones falling like to the side of the arch, and no one else is paying attention because everyone's hyper focused on what they're doing, and specifically that palm, center palm thing that he was able to reveal.
Right.
Now, you just above the rock. Remember, this is in the side of the. It's basically at the base of the mountain.
Mhm.
There seems to be movement just above the arch on one of the smaller ledges. It's maybe about a foot or two just above that arch, and it looks like the rocks are starting to move.
I draw kindness and I yell out, enemies? As I step forward.
So hold on for 1 second. So he's like, "Shing, enemies!" And everyone's just you instinctually turn to him and look at him, and he's looking up. So he's looking up. The rock face itself just shifts, and four humanoid forms immediately come out of the rock and jump down.
Like golems?
You would have to make a lore roll on that, but they are made of stone. So elementals possibly, golems possibly. They immediately jump out and jump down. Silverwind.
Yo.
You failed your horsemanship, so your horse throws you back as one of the elementals, as what I'll say elementals. One of the elementals crashes onto it. Just
Yeah, my horse is dead.
Right through its guts and stands. As they all land, you all instinctually move away from the door. I'll give you that. And they all four land. As they all four land in there, they each have they are varying heights between 6 to 8 feet tall, and they immediately start coming towards you guys. And we're gonna roll initiative. Elena screams and moves back. Let's see. Who would be paying attention? Malice. Actually, everyone but Bastard and Silverwind roll perception. Okay. Yep. Nope. That 2 didn't do much. That other 2, that 4 didn't do really much.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
14.
Okay. Wait, you already rolled a 4.
No,
Oh,
wasn't me.
that was Malice. I apologize. All right, so with the 14, the ensuing panic aside.
And that 15's for my horror factor roll.
Okay, because that was the next thing I was going to say. Everybody roll a horror factor, please. Okay.
Now my initiative.
Okay. So Corticon and Bastard, you did not make that horror factor roll, so you will be at the bottom of the initiative. No matter what the roll is, you guys lose that first attack. It's just defense.
16 initiative.
Okay.
Me.
So everybody else roll initiative, please.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a 17 for Malice.
That's a hell of an initiative, Malice.
I know that it's
All right.
Okay. And for Corticon and Bastard, just roll the initiative so I can determine which at the bottom of the order you are. You're muted, I think. Corticon.
So they're varying sizes, right? So there's 4.
Yes.
Are there any 2 of them together?
No. What do you mean by 2 of them together? What does that mean? They're dance partners?
No. What I'm
Couple
saying
number
is,
one.
if I were to catch a magic net, can I catch at least 2 of them?
Go and catch one.
What's the size of the magic net?
Magic net can catch it to up to 6 feet.
You may be able to catch 2 if you score high enough, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll be able to catch 2 with the magic net, providing you're able to do that. Now, and I'm gonna roll for Alana, even though all her, she's not going last. She's going dead last. All right. So Silverwind, then Malice, then Zell, so the shock of them showing up and immediately killing through sheer weight and volume alone of one of your horses was enough to shock you guys out of the first attack, but your compatriots, thankfully, are taking up the slack. So Silverwind is first.
How far away am I from this guy?
You're in melee range.
Oh, I'm in Melee range.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to. I'm going to run away from him.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna run away from him. I'm gonna run about maybe 20 feet, 30 feet away.
All right. So you're backing off. So you're disengaging from in this first round, the first attack round. Malice.
Yes.
Your next attack. You're up.
So I'm gonna use 30 ISP. That's 300 pounds. And the smallest golem, I'm gonna grab him and slam him into the other ones.
What's the weight limit on that? You said
Oh, it says
300.
in-
You said 300 pounds.
300 pounds.
You're not
You
moving.
said
it. You're not moving it. As soon as you grab it and try to move it, it does not move. It far exceeds that weight limit. Yeah.
Even the smallest one?
Smallest one is what? What did I say?
It says 6 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet of stone. You're definitely not moving it. As soon as you grab it and you try to pull it with your psychic ability, you
And knock
realize
it-
immediately
like-
you can't do that.
Can I knock it down though?
No, you
Like
you
leg,
already,
like pull its leg?
you already declared your action. So
Okay.
Okay. Zell.
So the two that can come at me directly, like immediately, those are the ones that I'm doing the magic net on.
Alrighty.
And that's 7.
One moment. All right. How much ISP have you wasted so far? I mean, PPE. You've done detect magic.
7,
You did Eyes of Thoth.
11, 10, 21.
Okay. All right. So you call upon the words, and well, this is a level 4 spell, so it's going to take 2 rounds to resolve. Correct?
I don't know how you're gonna resolve it because it's a little different now with attack spells. You can do them in the same round if they're under 7 or something like that. And this is considered an attack spell.
I get it. Spells, usually invocations. 2 low-level spells, levels 1 through 8, can be cast per melee round. Okay. So you can only cast two spells per initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 2 low-level ones.
2 low-level ones. Correct. All right. So you do that, and I'm going to roll a simple dodge roll for both. Wow. And they both get caught.
Okay, so that eliminates 2.
So they're both surprisingly they're struggling against it, but they can't move. They're not stuck together, but they're both just trying to rip the magical fibers of your net. The duration is 2 meles per level, so that's 6 meles.
2 melee. No,
Two
just
melee,
2.
he's
'cause I'm
first
only
level.
rolling.
It's 2 melee rounds per level, so 6 melee rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, 2, because I'm only first level.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So you're like, Haki Saki, yay! All
That's
right.
okay. That's all I need.
All right. So the other 2, I'm gonna make a roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of you. So I'm gonna go in that order. I'm gonna roll a d6 to see who gets attacked.
As a matter of fact, belay that. Lou,
What?
belay that. I'm drawing their attention.
What does that
Come
mean?
on, you. I'm going to draw their attention. I'm going to be like, come at me, you filthy stone bastards.
Zell was such a nice person until those elementals got to him. Grabbed his legs and pulled him like a wishbone.
Where is it? God damn it.
I haven't heard anybody scream like that since it was a girl at a BTS concert.
He's like, come at me, you bastards.
It was at this moment that he knew.
I treat him like Colossus. They treated like the Sentinels treated Colossus in Days of Future Past.
All right. So there, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a roll. So why don't you make it?
Can I do my MA roll for that?
Yeah, sure. Do that, and now I'll make a D100. If I roll over your MA, then you are successful. Matter of fact, don't roll anything. What's your MA?
My MA is 20, I believe. Give me a second. Because right now I'm having issues with roll 20.
Okay, so with an MA of a 20, you have a 60%. So if I roll...
No, it's an 18.
Oh, it's an 18?
It's an 18. 50.
Right, so 50% chance that they are going to go in your direction. So I'm going to make one roll for both. I'll make 2 rolls. All right, so that first one ignores you and is moving on. They both do.
Really?
Yeah. So, but they may...
Wow.
All right, this is your attempt to draw their attention, but I still have to make a D6 to see who they were going to attack. You just jumped in front of it. So I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do 1 for Malice, 2 for Corticon, 3 for Silverwind, 4 for you, 5 for Bastard, and 6 for Elena, or Alana, excuse me. All right, so that's Silverwind.
Yay.
At Silverwind twice, so they're both hitting on Silverwind. All right,
She is prettier.
they're. You ran 20 feet. They're able. As a matter of fact, no, you're out of melee range. So 1, 2, that would be Zell. That would leave you, Zell. So your initial attempts do in fact work to divert their attention towards you. So I'm gonna make their attack rolls.
Total.
Ooh, that first one rolls a 1.
Swing and a miss.
Apparently, it's not my day. All right. That second one
Parry that one.
does hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna parry it with your blades.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because if you parry with your hands, you're gonna suffer damage.
Question. It would be considered an attack, but with the one that failed miserably, could I use an entangle move in order to move him into the attack?
You're gonna have to describe this entangle move.
using the bladed chains, entangle the one that just horribly missed, and use the momentum and leverage to maneuver him into the way of the oncoming attack. Can I do that?
If you beat the attack roll, it's successful. Yes.
Okay, so, but it would be an attack roll that I would be making out of defense.
Correct.
Okay. So,
Isn't entangle a defense move?
yes.
Yeah, you're correct. Technically, you are correct.
All right.
I love kettle corn.
I do
Kettle
too.
corn.
And that would be +9 because I'm using the entangle maneuver itself. So that's
You have
26.
you have a +9 to entangle?
Yeah.
Wow.
He does? Weapon fist exchange? Sweet.
So I'm entangling the one that just missed, and I'm maneuvering him right into the way of the attack.
Okay.
How strong are you?
20, but I'm using leverage. I'm
He's
using his
using
momentum
leverage,
to
and I'm giving him
to
the
maneuver
benefit.
him.
I'm giving him the benefit of that one, of that horrible fumble, in
Okay.
order to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Now-
want to take advantage of that.
That's successful. A chunk of rock flies off that first one from behind. Now we come to Bastard, your attack, as they're a little disoriented.
So there are just 2 of them available, right?
Well, 2 are in the net, so they're prone and struggling against the net's magic, and then the 2 that are in the Benny Hill position.
Okay.
He said Benny Hill.
I mean, that is, all right. I step up and I take a swing with my sword. Oh, wait, I'm just reading something real quick.
Take your time.
Okay. Take a swing at the one that just swung at Zell.
Okay, that's the one that's behind the one in front. That's the nearest to you is the one that made that horrible fumble and was caught off balance.
Oh, okay, then I will go for that one. I will swing for the head.
Okay. It's a called shot.
Being that he's entangled, would that be considered prone?
No, it's only entangled in the verbiage that you're using. He's not technically entangled.
Tried, Mike. I tried to make it easy for you to swing for the fences.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Oh yeah. Off with thy head.
Okay. You hit. Sparks fly from the blade to the creature's what you could consider its head, because it has no visible eyes or pupils or face or mouth. But roll damage.
All right. Would I be rolling against it as a mortal or as a demon or undead?
Yeah, it's neither demon or undead.
Okay, so 26 plus 4.
It's just your normal damage. Shucks.
Cordy Khan, what are you doing? Muted.
I am extremely uncomfortable being as close to anything, so I am going to weasel my way behind Bastard.
No, Bastard's taking leaping swipes at this thing's head and just starting a spark war. Sting! Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use 5-foot radius. So I'm gonna chuck one of my bombs at one of them that's 5 feet away from me. The furthest one away.
Well, they're both within melee range, so they're both within approximately 5-6 feet. And your compatriots are in actual melee range. That would be Bastard, who's in front of you, and Zell.
Who goes after me?
It goes back to the top of the initiative order. I haven't done any. I haven't done my chart yet, so I'm just doing it the traditional way.
Yeah, I'm gonna get away. I'm gonna move out of melee range.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So Silverwind, your attack.
I'm going to use one of my abilities called One Arrow, One Kill.
Okay.
I'm going to stare at. I'm going to stare at one of the golems.
Okay.
Basically, one arrow, one kill. Proficiency with this designed with one thing in mind: a quick, lethal blow. By focusing on one single attack, it can be used to turn a normal shot into a critical strike. This is best used for taking aim on a non-moving target or sniping. Well, I'm going to be sniping because I have sniper. To use this ability, the character must focus on the target for a full melee round, 15 seconds. The character must continue to focus on the one single target for an additional 15 seconds. For each round, it gives me a +1 to strike.
Okay. So then the question becomes, because this attack won't resolve now.
This concentration and require the character to if I attack or somebody any action. Wait, here we go. Damn it, I can't stand this shit sometimes. Character, any action, whether it is attacking, defending, or even talking, will disrupt the concentration and requires the character to start all over again. If the concentration is not disturbed, and the total with bonuses rolls a strike as a 20 or over, the attack becomes a critical strike, double damage. On a roll of a natural 20, the result is triple damage. This attack can only be used with a bow and arrow, no other type of weapon or hand move.
Okay. So again, how many melees? Essentially, how many of your attacks are you forfeiting in order to make this one shot?
I'll forfeit 4 attacks. I have 7. I have 6, so it leaves me with 2.
No, it's going to leave you with. It's going to leave you with 1 because including this, you said 4, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. It's 2. I'm sorry. Considering this is the second attack, you're declaring that, and you're using a total of 4, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that'll leave you with 2. Yes. All right. So he's just saying.
He's doing
I don't think I make that noise, but
sounds like a baby straining shit.
It's the best I got. All right. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Just put a Dragon Ball.
All right, Malice.
Sound.
Yeah, Malice. What are you doing?
I'm gonna put my hand on the handprint.
Okay.
And I'm gonna focus magic energies on it to see if it'll open the door.
What does that mean?
Like pump PP in it.
Okay. How much? And how much PP do you have?
Gonna pump PPE, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How much PP do you have?
He's gonna pump his PP.
I use 6.
Wait.
So
Say that again. How much PP do you have?
183.
Okay. And you've already used how much?
Christmas.
6.
Dirty young.
Okay. And how much are you going to put into that?
I'm gonna put 10.
Okay. We'll resolve that in a sec. I'm going to go through the rest of the list here. So Zell is next. As a matter of fact, no. We're going to resolve that right now. So the fracas, the melee behind you. You put your palm to the door, and you push your energy, your potential and psychic energy into the door frame. Right around the palm print, a perfect circle of light and a silvery light forms. With that energy, you can see it glows for a second, and then it dissipates, and then arcs of light just shoot through that door in all directions. With that, there's a rumbling. You guys all feel it just for a second, and who would notice? Let's see, Silverwind. No, Silverwind is concentrating, so forget that.
I have a
That's
rat 30
yeah.
for being underground and stuff.
So I'm gonna go with Cordy Khan and Bastard and Zell. Make a perception check, please. Okay. All right, so 10, 12. Cody Khan, did you roll?
Perception? No.
Correct.
Yes,
Why does Cordy Khan sound like a Mortal Kombat character?
He does sound like a Mortal Kombat.
because he is a Mortal Kombat character.
He is?
No.
No, he's not.
Unless there's
Yeah, I
rats
didn't
in
think
Mortal
so.
Kombat.
No, I'm talking about the name.
Yeah, no. It's Kodal Khan, I think it's the...
What's the bonus on the ME chart for 24?
For an IQ? Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
6.
Mental endurance.
I think it's either 5 or 6.
You said a 26
I got a
24.
intelligence is
24.
6. Yeah. 24, then it's a 5.
5? Okay.
Correct.
I got a whole 9.
And
All right.
makes it 14.
So, Bastard, once you take your swing, shing, you land, and the thing is rearing up to swing at you. You can feel this shift. Like you don't lose your balance, but it like catches you by surprise, and you just happen to look up. You're looking up at your adversary, but just above it, more rocks are starting to fall, and you can see just another wave of sentinels. They just come out.
Surrender, mutant. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh, this is not
4
good.
more just come out and drop to the ground. Do 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 do. As he's concentrating, you feel that presence, Malice, and you turn. You just like,
Oops.
oh, you just they land just behind you. Okay, so next is Zell.
Fuck. All right. So, how close are the 4 together? I know they're not immediately close, like, you know, in a straight line, but I mean, give me an orientation as to where they are in front of me,
Well,
and be very specific.
where you are right now, you're still in melee range. You're still in melee combat with that one.
That's fine.
You and Bastard. So from your line of sight, you can only see the 2 on the ends.
But how far are they apart? And
You can only guess because again, this 7 to 9 foot tall giant piece of rock is blocking your way immediately in front of you. So to the ends on its sides, that's your line of sight. You would have to
all right, so
disengage.
how far apart is that?
You would have to disengage, move away, and that's your action in order to get a true orientation of where everyone is placed.
No, what I'm saying is those 2 that are on each end. How far apart is that?
They're probably about 10 to 15 feet apart.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, carpet of adhesion, the full length of it and the full width, so I can catch all 4.
Okay,
So I can stop their progress from moving forward. Fuck that.
What's
Fuck
the
you.
right. What's the PPE on that?
10.
Okay. All right. There is a save on the carpet. Yes,
No. Yeah, but they're still stuck for 2d6 melees.
I got it.
How big is the carpet of adhesion?
200 feet.
Wide?
10 by 20 or any combination thereof.
When you catch
So I'm doing the 20 to 10.
compatriot, when you roll, you catch your compatriots in that too?
No, because I'm only catching the goons that just came out.
It's 10,
We're all in front of
yeah.
them.
What did you head 200 feet? It's 10 by 20.
Yeah, 200 square feet.
Oh,
Duh. Go back
no,
to math.
what you said was 200 feet. You
Yes,
didn't say
200 feet.
You didn't say 200 square feet. That's the difference.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
Stop it.
Now he's talking about do basic math. Oh, that's right. I forgot to say square. Yeah, fucking.
Fuck out of here, Momo. You know what I'm talking about.
You fucking
Stop
D-bag. All right.
Looking out for everybody else, not to be stuck. And all of a sudden they're getting pummeled by rock.
Getting pummeled by something.
Yeah, we know Quagmire.
Right, not me.
Nah, he's Scanlan. Scanlan's more notorious. Scanlan's more along the lines of Bastard.
Okay, so Malice, you need to roll a save versus magic.
What is it, like a spell?
Yes.
Yeah, he made it.
All right. So
The others didn't.
roll 2d6, please.
Now, wait a minute. When you said a save, is that due to that carpet of adhesion?
Correct.
I'm stuck.
Give me a sec.
I'm a bitch. Motherfucker.
He's only stuck in it for 4 meles.
All right.
Only 4 meles. 4 meles is dangerous in a situation like this.
Well, not one of the others is stuck for 10. So yeah, he's good.
How many attacks do you have, Malice?
I have 5.
All right. So you're basically out of this combat. You're just like you do it. You put the magic into the door, and then you just turn around to the impact that they each make. You're just like startled. Turn. You looking up and like, oh, what did I do? My hair! You motherfucker! All right. All right. So the two that are engaged in combat with you and Bastard are attacking.
I will parry.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna start with Bastard. All right. He hits with an 8, and then for Zell. He misses with a 3. So
Question.
yeah.
Could I accept the same move again? Damn. I was gonna swing him towards you, Mike, so you could baseball bat. Bang!
All right. So Mike's.
Come on, let's do a teamwork move.
Mike has to defend, and he does. You parry with your. You have a sword. Your sword.
Yes, it's a claymore.
Okay.
Woo!
You felt the impact once you parry it. You felt that impact because you almost had the pseudo dodge as you're parrying it.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck.
It's your attack, and then Koda Khan, who's just like he's just eating cheese. Sorry, that's funny. Just nervously eating crackers and cheese. You guys are great. You're doing so well. I would throw bombs, but you're right there.
I will definitely swing again for... I hit his head before, and it didn't really mean much of anything, did it?
Well, again, you're hitting it, and you're causing cracks, and pieces of rock are falling off. But there's no way for you to tell if it's hurt. It's not even making any noise.
Right, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
This time I will go for its arm.
Okay. No, you don't. You hit, and it just again the sparks and some chunks fly off, but it doesn't show pain, so you don't even know if you're hurting it.
Right.
So you're just taking chunks, little chunks of rock are flying off of it. And Cordy Khan.
Me, I get to my horse,
Mm-hmm.
and I get my arbalist,
What is that?
siege crossbow,
It's a really big crossbow.
Okay.
and I take aim and shoot.
Okay.
That's one.
He's like,
Take that, you bloody bastard!
I can't. Oh, there's roll 20.
all right, I could just see like a
Why?
rat.
Why do you make him sound like a constipated mouse?
A rat version of
that shit is-
of Peter Dinklage loading that crossbow to kill his father?
Holy shit.
Hmm.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, here it is. So it's
I think they just stole the title from you, Dirty
Agreed.
that-
Agreed.
Wow.
Okay. The next round, this is coming up on round 3. Silverwind is still concentrating on his super arrow. Malice is in the carpet. That would go back to you, Zell. And you can't
Okay.
cast any more spells.
Nope. So
I rolled a 9 to hit.
Okay. So you're...
I'm not having any luck with this die roller today.
Yeah, neither am I. And that's usually not the case. Now, when you shoot, it hits and just...
wow.
All right, I reload.
He's like, pellets. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. It's constantly shitting pellets. All right, Zell.
That's what he's shooting.
That's a 20.
This is a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Hit a plus 11.
Roll damage.
Damage.
He must not have no skills.
No, I got skills. That would be a 30 points.
Is that a
30
combined
points.
attack? Or are you using one blade?
No, I didn't do the double strike. That was just one blade hitting.
And you did 30 points of damage?
Damage to one fucking blade at third
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
I'm putting my bow away. I'm going
I
home.
got plus 26 to my damage.
All right, I'm packing up my bombs, my
How
siege
sweet.
weapon, and I'm leaving.
You got this. I'm out.
Yo, I'm going.
He's like, nah. He can handle it.
I'll show you exactly how. And some of it is because of you too, Steve, with the where you make the blade. You say you give us a plus 2 or 3.
I
2,
give
right?
you a total of plus 3 to damage.
The
Plus 1 to
damage.
parry and plus 1 to dodge. That's the most I
Okay.
can do. I'm allowed
Alright,
to do.
So
Because
that's
the
the
game is
three,
racist.
right? I get 5 for my strength. That's 8. I also get an additional 4, 6 because of an assassin. That's 14, right? Then with the bonuses from the specialization, it's 12 total damage, 26.
Okay. You make that hit, and it wasn't a call strike, correct? It was
No.
Okay.
It was just an attack with the blade, doing 30 points. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing special in that.
All right. So it's the two lead sentinels attacking again. Okay. So the first is to Bastard, and the second is to you, Zell.
I will parry.
Yes.
Again?
Dude, but how the hell are you getting a bonus to hand-to-hand assassin?
Yeah, I'm saying.
It's impossible. Unless you're 4th level, which you can't be. You can roll 3rd. And since you're split class, the most you could be is 2.
13, 12, 25.
Mm-hmm. He has hand-to-hand assassin, or he has...
So.
All right. So you both parry. Your weapons are starting to take damage. Just so that we're clear. Because you're hitting rock.
Mine is more than a normal weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, his is magic. Rune, I believe. Minor rune weapon, because he's an undead
Yeah.
hunter.
Okay. Well, then the Blades of Chaos are chaosing into oblivion at this point. Now,
Excuse me, major magic item. Vampire Slayer Claymore. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Major magic item. I apologize, Mike.
And I'm taking that
Bastard.
Steve's work is a little bit better than just average.
I didn't
So
say they would.
it's gonna
I
take a
didn't
little
say
bit
they
more.
were completely destroyed. My point is to remind you that you are hitting rock.
No, I get it. We're hitting rock, but
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna take a little bit more wear and tear than that. Plus,
Bastard is your attack.
I'm totally pulling out a pickaxe. No, stop.
You know what I will do? I will cast superhuman strength on myself.
Oh, heck yeah. Here we go.
Okay. All right, and Cordy Khan,
Take another shot.
go ahead.
Oh, there it is. 22!
22. Fuck
Ace.
you.
wow.
Roll damage.
So he just pierced one.
It's a siege weapon, so it should hurt rock. $24.
Okay. Zels, you're next. It's your attack. This is round 4.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
All right. So what I am gonna do now? Did at least one of them get taken down yet?
No, not yet.
Is it worse for wear? The one that's gotten hit?
There's no way for you to discern if it is or is not.
I mean, are there like huge cracks, small cracks? I'm trying to see if it's gonna be worth what I'm gonna do to this one or to the other one. Ah, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna do a double power strike. Counts as 4 attacks.
Double power strike?
How many attacks do you
Yeah.
have totally?
10.
Okay.
10?
10.
Well, they're paired weapons, so yeah. If he has 5, it'd be 10. Although I still don't
I'm
know
still
how
trying to wrap my head
that
around this
happens.
plus 26 to hit damage.
I'll walk you through it all the way.
All right. Go ahead. Make your roll, please.
Doing it.
Off screen. Or we can yell and scream. Which you should record and put that up later as a.
It's an 18.
You said that costs 4 attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's triple damage. So whatever I roll here. So that's 329 times 3. 87.
Okay. With that strike, you take enough out of it that it crumbles into just pieces of rock.
Rock and pebbles and shit, huh? Holy
All right, that
fuck.
leaves the second and its attack, and that one is coming to Bastard. It is a hit. I mean, are you wearing armor?
Yes, I'm wearing armor,
Okay.
but I'm also going to do parry, obviously.
Okay.
Damn, I didn't do fishing.
Easily parry that. Corticon. Another bolt.
Yep, another bolt.
It's like, no.
9.
All right, that one just bounces right off of it.
Yeah.
It just hits and the arrow
Now.
flies. Now we're back to the top of the order.
Now James gets his attack, finally. Yay!
No. Yeah, actually, your attack resolves. This is round 5. So make your roll,
Okay.
please.
Cool.
Roll a
Sniper
1 up.
gives me. What does sniper give me?
+2.
Hey Lou, am I out of this carpet of adhesion?
next round.
Nope.
You have 2
I
more
think it's
rounds.
+2 to strike.
I believe it's +2 to strike. Let me see.
I'm
got
looking
the
it
book
up.
open.
I'm
Sniper.
trying to.
As a +2 to strike. Carefully aimed strike. Counts as two arrow shots.
This is
So
gonna be one
sniping
arrow
counts as
shot.
two. So sniping counts as 2 arrow shots to give you +2.
I'm only doing 1 arrow shot, so
You can't use sniping then.
that gives me. So I can't use sniper, so I'm still at +10, +9. Excuse me.
Racial ability.
10, 9. Okay, so I waited for whatchamacallits, draw my
Wait.
bow,
Mm-hmm.
go and take this guy's head off. 1 shot, 1 kill. And
Yeah, I've been short. So it's a 2 + 5. It's 2.
Well, you hit it with the call shot, and you surpass its armor with your bonus. Make your damage roll.
okay. Let's see. The journal. No, need that. 1 arrow, 1 kill. Wait, that's not. Okay, there we go. That's multiple. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. Just trying to make sure this. Vision not disturbed. Roll strike. Okay. What did I roll in total? Nope. Four. D6. I'm sorry. Give me a second. This shit's running kind of slow. D6. Damn it. No, those were D20s. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming at 70. Okay.
Here we go. I'll be right back. Oh.
So is that
15.
all right? And it was a headshot, correct?
Yes.
All right. No, it wouldn't be here. Damn it. Oh wait, maybe it would.
I wonder if this guy's ever thrown up on this shelf from eating too much food.
Which show would that be?
Man versus food.
Probably off screen.
Huh?
Probably off screen.
Especially since sometimes the food is nasty. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fucking around. I have no idea.
Yeah, then that guy had to quit.
I've never
The
watched it.
original guy had to quit because he had such bad health from eating all that crap, which looked delicious, by the way. Anyway, you hit it. A huge chunk of its head flies off, just as it's about to come down again on the bastard, and it disassembles. It blows up into its chunks of rock, leaving the other 4 still in that carpet, struggling, plus the 2 that are now breaking out. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even account for those 2. They're breaking out of the net.
Up is your ass, Mr. Postman.
All right. Bastard and what's his name? I gotta remember these names. Bastard and Zell, and also Matron. You finally pull yourself away from that carpet, but the where they're positioned, you can only pull yourself into that door frame. Like you pull yourself off of this thing, and you're underneath where their legs are. Roll perception, Bastard and Zell.
Yeah.
Let me know when it's my attack. I'm gonna try something different, Lou.
Okay.
I need to roll perception?
Correct.
Now you gotta see everything.
Nice.
He's just like,
That's why you're the bastard.
He's
No,
like,
that's not why he's the bastard.
Halloween. No. As you know, you
17.
Okay, so you slash that one and break it. Then a arrow comes whizzing by you. It's just like with such force that your hair just like flies off, hits it. A chunk of its head blows up. It falls into the chunks of rock. You both notice from both those sentries, the stone. There's a specific stone that's that was embedded in them, that is of the same quality of the archway, and it has clear rune, a rune written on it, on each one of them.
Okay, so what does it say?
Okay, how long is there? Did your eyes?
4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Yeah, and it's not been nowhere near that because this was only one meal.
Yeah, take it easy. That's why I asked you the question. Take it easy, buddy.
Don't make me angry.
Okay.
Hey, Copernicus, calm down.
So, again, it's written in Elvish, and it doesn't form a full word.
All right, so for the other ones that are there, locate the stone and just pull it from them.
What do you mean?
They're prone, so pull whatever.
They're not on the ground. They're standing.
No. Those are the ones in the captive adhesion. I'm going to the ones that are still in the magic net. That are still.
They just came out the magic net.
They came out of the magic net.
No, they couldn't have because it's 2 mealies. We've only done 1 mealie.
Don't they
So
need
they're still in that net for 1 mealie.
Is it mealie round or mealies?
Mealie. 30 seconds, baby.
Hasn't it already been 30 seconds?
Nope. It's only been 15. Imagine that.
He is technically correct. I really hate the timing mechanic on this, but
okay, Thanos, go get the stone out.
So now the question is, what you're gonna do? What?
Pull the main stone out of them. The activating stone. The one that's activating these golems.
Out of who?
Out of the ones that are there in the net.
I'll buy that for a gold piece.
Okay, so
if it's possible, I mean, like if I notice where the rune is at, and I can pull.
You do not know.
Okay, so you literally have to break. All right, so guys, these guys are about to break loose. What are we gonna do with these two?
Sucks to be you. I'm out of here. Hi ho, Silver.
Well, the stone that he's talking about. Did it come out of the same place from the other two? Like they both came out of the same place?
With the sequence of events, you don't know that they could. You can make the assumption, but they didn't notice it up front. They just noticed it as they collapsed and crumbled.
All right. So my question is this: because they're trapped in the net, can I like actually take out my tools and try and dig it out?
You have to work quick. You only have 15 seconds.
I'm asking Lou.
You would have to work quick because you only have 15 seconds.
So what do I do? Masonry?
You can give it a shot. Yeah.
Nice.
Now that I feel this skill full of skills.
He made it. Yay!
I work on the first one. Did I find it? Did I get it out?
Yes, you do. Once you pull it out, the thing immediately breaks apart and crumbles.
All right. So I look at the other two. I told them fire in the hole, and I stick the dynamite on the spot where I found this one. On the other one.
Dynamite?
Okay, what's the blast radius on that?
I think it's 10 feet.
Okay.
Dynamite.
And what's the damage?
1d4 times 10.
Okay. You
I
don't
tell
have to
them to
roll an
move.
attack roll. Just roll damage. But you will need to roll a 20-sided. Roll
With a
damage
concussive.
and then a 20.
D4, bro, not D20.
Either
So
way.
roll
You roll your damage and then roll a d20. So we'll keep that d20 roll. All right. So fortunately for you, that d20 was the shrapnel, because you like fire in the hole, and everyone's just like, "What is he talking about?"
They've been around me long enough to know what I meant.
Understood, but
That's why I'm in the back.
the timing of it, within seconds, you're just like, and everyone's just like, "Huh?" Everyone takes cover, including Alana. She screams. The horses get spooked. They bolt in every direction.
Not Pisser.
So, fuck you
Just
guys.
stays there.
I guess he's sticking the fire in the hole.
And that thing crumbles to the ground.
I start collecting rune rock.
Well, it's just the one in both of them.
Right.
Okay.
So
I collect them. I mean, I literally go ahead and collect them.
I turn towards Corton and I'm like,
You still have
So what's your
four
next
caught in the
goal?
net, in the carpet.
I start working on those guys too. Then
You
Good
won't
match.
be able to with the carpet of adhesion on them. You won't be able to do the masonry. The masonry trick's not going to work on these.
yeah, because they can still fight back. Unless, of course, you do the fire in the hole again.
Yep,
But-
I got enough dynamite.
But
No, did you hear me? Pisser is a warhorse. He ain't running nowhere.
Yeah. Well, warhorse in explosions may. How about this? I'm gonna give you a horsemanship roll. If you make it, your horse stays, but everybody else's horses are gone.
boo, boo.
Oh, great. I got two numbers for this damn thing.
What?
The first
The
one
first
is
one
to
is for control,
the first is to
second one's
control,
for
second is to
breeding.
evaluate.
So, yep, he made it. What? Betsy's not going nowhere.
Of course, like bombs.
It bucks, but it
Never seen it
stay-
before, but
stays,
yeah.
It stays.
It doesn't
passive.
even buck. It
Hold on one
just
second,
snarls.
guys.
It's like,
Or it's just like I got bigger balls than those bombs.
Yeah. As the other
So,
horses run
look-
away, it's like pussies.
Dude.
Yeah.
So now that we've kind of gotten somewhat in a peace moment, I release Dwight from the carpet of adhesion.
He was able to. She was able to pull herself from it. Not very happy that everything is sticky now, but was able to pull herself away. Hair matted, clothes covered in gook.
Wasn't me this time.
Wow. Wow.
Yikes.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, I'm still waiting for you guys.
All right,
what's
so-
your next plan of action?
Wait, so all the stone things are down?
No.
No, except for the ones in the carpet.
Well,
They're gonna be stuck there. They're gonna be
first-
stuck there for a while.
well, so I look over at, well, it's stuck. How long are they stuck for?
A good 2 minutes.
Some time. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I look through the rock pile and take out the stone that caught my eye.
Okay. You have one, Zell has one, and Corticon has two.
So I'm gonna give mine to Corticon, see if he can figure it out. But so the two different rooms I saw
Yeah.
back to
Good
the
game.
map, to the parchment,
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can make the details out from those stones, those symbols.
Okay. You're able to do that, and even Alana's like, "Is it safe? What about those? Are they gonna get us? Are they gonna kill us? Did I make a mistake hiring you people?"
I completely zone her out.
She says that?
No, she doesn't say about the mistake, but everything else
Yes,
she
she does. Yes, she does.
All right, so that's the quiet part in her head.
I heard it.
I'm gonna take a heavy chunk of a piece of the remnants of one of the golems, and I'm gonna start slamming it against the ones. I'm gonna destroy the 4 that are wrapped in the carpet of adhesion, using a chunk of one of them to slamming it.
That would take you way too long. I would.
that-
The only reason why I say it is that you're hit rock on rock. Is not. That's not how that's.
Ooh,
It's not going to destroy it that way.
She got telekinesis. She got telekinesis, and I got a long piece of fuse.
Wow, that didn't even sound right.
I'm gonna daisy chain. How many of them are there?
4.
4.
4. So I'm gonna daisy chain four sticks of dynamite, and I'm gonna tell her where to put the dynamite on them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it'll just get stuck to the carpet, but it'll be where it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then I'll just light the fuse and walk away.
spot. I can't get out because they're in front of me.
Huh?
As a matter of fact, he's behind everyone. He's at the door, and the golems are blocking the way from where he's standing. You don't even see her.
Oh,
She's tiny. How tall is? You said 5 what?
Who?
For
I'm
you.
5'7". I'm 5.5.
I'm 6 foot.
Oh, well, she's tall, but still, she's being blocked by them and the carpet.
Hey Lou, even
No.
with telekinesis, can I push the door open? Can the door? That's one thing I never tried.
For the duration of your telekinesis, how long?
Oh, my telekinesis is like 2 minutes per level.
Okay. I'm just trying to gauge the length of time. I just want to make sure that we're correct. The door does not budge with your telekinesis. No.
It'll be the last ones they have. They only carry 6. I have to make more now.
Okay.
Anyway, so guys, what are we gonna do with these guys? Because this carpet, I can't set.
Hello? What did I
the
miss?
bombs on them.
Can we actually see the carpet on the ground?
No, it's on them. It's draped on them.
Oh, it's
Oh,
directly on
straight-
them. Can I walk over to them and put the bombs where the dynamite where I wanted to?
No, because the length and width of the carpet as it was dropped on them, it covered them completely.
Wait, carpet or net? Because carpet of adhesion is supposed to be just on the ground.
Is it on the ground? I thought it was. You can cast it.
Yeah,
on.
carpet of adhesion isn't.
Carpet of adhesion can be thrown on the ground, on the wall, or on a target.
Or you can cast it on top of them.
Right, which is
Yeah.
what he did.
That's
No,
what
he
he
gets
said.
it on top of him.
Yeah.
So we can't touch them yet, really.
Yeah, I was confused.
Right.
You guys confused me for a second. I thought I heard him correctly.
Well, what he can do is he can put the stick of dynamite on the carpet. It'll just get stuck there. But he runs the risk of maybe touching the carpet, and if he does, he's gonna get stuck.
How's he gonna
But
touch
that's
the
a chance
carpet
they would have to take.
if he throws a dynamite on it? He won't touch it.
You guys are running
Yeah,
out
but
of
he
time.
kind of got short.
Yeah, but then if I do that, I run the risk of not hitting the target where I wanted to hit it.
Yeah, and then catching Malice by mistake. Oops.
No, it's not gonna bounce. It's gonna hit the carpet and get stuck no matter what. It's
Right.
whether or not I get the
So there
spot
are
I want to hit.
there are just the two. Was it 2 or 4 in the carpet?
4.
Four.
That's the question. 4 in the carpet.
All four on the copy. All right, while they're figuring that out, I'm stepped away. Like I said, I'm going to continue doing what I did with the parchment.
Is there
No, I'm just gonna walk up and stab one. I have a fucking claymore. Like, I mean,
is there a way to get around it?
No, they're literally blocking.
Yeah.
You would have to climb. You would have to take the risk of climbing up the door frame, and then so you climb straight up, and then there's the arch that you'd have to climb. You'd have to hook your hand, try to get a hold. It would require a climbing roll with a penalty. So you can try that if you like.
Now, when them statues were falling out, they were falling out above the
Above the archway, yes.
arch, right?
Yes.
And does it show like where they came out of, or it's like
There's no
Is it
way
all-
you can see it from your vantage point now.
all right? So I'm gonna levitate up.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Elena. I'm gonna say
Elena's Ilana's is not with you. She disengaged and ran first round.
well,
I'd be
you
bothered.
said that. You never said that she was there.
No. I did it.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
no, he said it early
Says
on.
you
She
both are-
ran.
You both are like
Mhm.
a freaking hen out of a hen.
Like,
She ran, titties jiggling and all.
All
yeah.
right.
All right, so I'm gonna levitate above the arch,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to see where they came from. Now, at that point, he could throw the dynamite on them.
All right. I mean, you guys see Malice. She's levitating above them, grabs the arch and pulls. I'm assuming you're pulling yourself up over them.
No, I'm levitating. It's psionics, levitation.
No, I understand what you I don't know that I'm communicating that correctly, but you're levitating up. That levitating is not moving.
Then I'm gonna use telekinesis to pull me over to where they came out of.
Okay. That's where I was going with that. So you levitate up, pull yourself over into that void in the rock face where they came out of. Yes.
Okay, that's where I'm going.
Okay. I'll stick with you for a second. Once you get over that and you pull yourself up, in that void, you can see a light at the far end of that. And the rock itself seems to be regenerating from the left and to the right, and more of those things are starting to pull themselves out of the rock.
And I'm gonna look. What is the light?
It's just a faint yellow. It's like a candle light. That's the amount of illumination at the far end of this space. Hey, we're talking about like 5 or 6 feet away.
Use telekinesis to see if I can pull it towards me.
Okay. When you pull it towards you, it pops out of the stone itself, and when you do, it's like a what's the
A crystal, a stone.
It's a yellow crystal. I was trying to find. I'm trying to remember what a gemstone of a yellow gemstone would be called.
Citronite. Citronite?
Is this
Citronite, canary diamond, topaz, amber, freaking.
Not amber.
1 second.
There's citronite. It's the more common yellow one.
Citrine.
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 Yeah. So yeah, it looks like a precious stone. It's yellow, and it had a faint glow. But once you pulled it, the glow it receded.
Okay.
And when that happens, you guys are all like, "What are we gonna do? I'll throw dynamite." I'm sorry, that's just fucked up.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's like, "I'll throw the dynamite. I like blowing things up. Yay!" And they all just,
Wow.
they once he pulls it out, they make these gestures, you know, like they're shaking. You can see the cracks in the stonework, and then they all crumble to the ground.
That's the mind champ.
So I'm gonna put that away.
He's just like, nobody saw that.
So I'm gonna. So is there a pathway or anything?
No, it's just a chunk of the rock above the door frame is missing. That
Okay.
was regenerating, but it's no longer.
So I'm gonna levitate down,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go to that door. Again, is the door doesn't open? It's still closed, right?
Still closed, yes.
Now, did I notice that these guys was grabbing stones and pieces and shit like that?
No. No, you don't.
But you do see me standing there with three of them, trying to put them together.
He's just like,
I can read Elven, by the way.
he's like, what did he say?
I
Got
am
me
a-
cheese?
I can read Elven.
I can.
Lou, I'm gonna pump.
I try to figure out what they say. Like if
I can
try to
speak
read
it, but I can't read it. So I'm just looking at this like I got a rock.
Hey, what about the elf of the group?
Lou,
He's hiding somewhere.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
All right.
trying to avoid the arrows.
So,
The bends.
the symbols themselves, they form a partial word.
Which is
So the
yes, coffee.
Would I know the word? Because I could understand all languages. I can understand Elven.
no, I'm getting there.
Like all of a sudden we're playing Hollywood Squares.
So what's the word?
Coffee.
Word up.
All right. So, how many stones did you guys collect so far? 4, right?
We
No,
got
there's
4 until
8.
the
Okay.
carpet goes away, and then we'll get the rest
Yeah.
of them.
9 with James's.
Mm-hmm. Damn, those pancakes look good.
Ah, shut up, dude. I'm gonna go downstairs and get more food.
All right. So I'm gonna give you the letters. It's AZLNGSDI.
Azerol? AZL, AZL,
N
and
GSDI.
DS. Okay. Now I gotta figure out what that makes.
Okay, Lou,
Yes.
is it safe for me to walk up?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, I walk up. What do we have so far? And I look at the letters,
You look at the letters, correct?
So
and they're all in
taking those
Elven.
letters. and
They
taking
are
those-
they are in Elvish, yes.
I have Elvish lore. Could that help me with something?
Hold on a second. You guys can't hear the music, can you?
Nope.
Nope.
It was 8 letters, right?
Very
No,
disappointing.
we can't hear the music because the dynamite gave everybody tinnitus temporarily.
Ah,
But I'd go to the gates of hell with the rattling school people. What? I'd go to the gates of hell with the rattling
Okay. So yeah, that's what you have above the archway. It looks like there are approximately five of those stones that are still there, but they are not legible. Those are the ones that were worn away by time.
Okay, Luke,
Yes.
given those letters
Uh-huh.
and Elven names and all that,
Uh-huh.
what comes close to it in that parchment?
So does my
Because
lore
if
help me
this
with
is a-
anything?
So
If this is a detailed map about
Hold on, calm down, bro.
Let him finish, and then I'll come back to you, James. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm saying this since I was looking at the parchment last, and I'm going through all this to figure out the language, the mystic symbols, all that. With the 9 letters, what comes closest within this parchment? Because if it's leading to something like someone's tomb or whatever, it should say that name.
Okay.
So in the 9 letters, out of the 5 that remain, are any of them slightly legible?
All right. So I'm going to come back to. I hear you. I acknowledge you. But I'm going to come back to James. So James, what lore
Yo.
skill are you using?
Elvin?
There's an Elven lore, or are you using from
Well,
did you get that from the big book, or is it something
I
different?
got it from the big book. I went for lore and I just chose Elvin
Okay.
since I am an elf, and like the elf dwarf war was so many years ago, and a lot of stuff has been missing.
Totally. So, all right. I'll make a roll, please.
That's not what he's cooking.
Oh Lord, please let me make this roll.
What's the percentage?
55.
All right.
Got it. 43.
All right.
Thank you, digital dice.
Now, that in concert with what
Zell?
Zell. Jesus Christ, I gotta get these names right. That in
Just
concert
in
to
case you gotta
what
send them some money, Zell.
right, to what Zell is looking at, and you come to what looks like Azalon Gersity.
Aslan Gersity? Did that ever sound familiar?
That sounds familiar.
Oh, seriously?
Azalon Gersity, and the name does ring a. The name is infamous in that at the end of towards the end of the elf dwarf conflict,
Dwarf War.
Azalon Gersity summoned a horde.
Oh, that person.
That did unspeakable horrors to the dwarven armies, and not only that, but it ravaged the countryside.
War cry.
Out of character. Kind of like the siege. Kind of like the siege.
To shake
like
in
the
his
siege.
boots.
Kind of like the siege on Tolkien when they started summoning demons and making pacts with demons. A lot of the Cyber Knights left,
Yeah, pretty much.
and the coalition won by setting off a nuclear bomb.
I just don't find bullshit. But bullshit.
More along the lines of the siege at Helm's Deep, except the dwarves did not put up that good a fight, and all the women and children suffered as well.
Okie dokie.
So I know of this place then.
I know of this person. This.
Why would you know of this place?
Well, with the archaeology role, remember?
Not so much. No. I mean, there's things that are going to be lost to history, so you are able to put those two together with your combined understanding. So, it didn't immediately click, in other words, to either one of you until you put it together.
Yeah, but now that we put it together, we know what we're gauging upon, or the possibility of.
Possibility of, yes.
Possibility of a mad mage that summoned a bunch of
Alana's
demons.
just like, is that what I think it says?
Yes, it does. What
What
does
do
it
you
say?
think it says?
She's like, as General Azalon Gers, is his tomb? She's like,
Might be.
you can see the her eyes get anime size with the three dots that are shaking. She's like, oh.
Focus. Focus.
She's like, this is the tomb of Azalon, General Azalon Gers.
We don't know if it is or it isn't.
It's like that.
It has sentinels. It probably is. It's somebody
She's
important.
like,
It's totally sealed.
And it can.
so
it also
she
can
goes
just
to
be
the door.
protecting
She's just
something.
like, we have to get in this. It's like she
Hey,
she puts her hand
listen.
near where the hand thing
I
is.
snatch her from there.
She's like, what?
Like I just pull her back. Do you want to face those golems again? Just
I don't
ask.
think I'll
'Cause
come
if you
back.
do, go right ahead.
Of course,
Okay.
she's like, of course you're right. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Step back.
Okay, I touched the door.
Step back.
She's like, no,
Just-
yes, of course.
Just step back.
She's like, Azalon Curse City, this is amazing.
So I walk up
Yo,
to the door.
I go over towards Silver.
Hold on. Let's start with. Oh yeah, you guys you're going over to.
Yeah, I'm going over to Silverwood.
so
As
go ahead.
he's pulling her away, I walk up to the door and I put my hand on the same spot that was it Malice was touching?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they need an Elvish touch. Somebody Elvish bloodline or whatever.
Malice is Elvish. Is Elven.
Is he really?
No.
Oh, that's right. No, you aren't. I apologize. I had that in my mind, but I just assumed you were Elven.
So
Guys?
I touched the door.
Silverwind, before you do that, how about we go by...
I touched the door.
Listen, just listen for a second. How about
Too
we
late.
go by what's on the book?
It's already
That's
too late.
parchment.
All right.
Listen while touching the butt. I mean, the rock.
I mean, that's funny.
touched the
How about
door.
we use the instructions that are here
Okay, and you touch.
instead of just doing it willy-nilly and then bringing about more mayhem?
He's
Just thought.
touching the door.
Oh,
if
he is
are you
professional at
stopping
that.
or are you still touching the door?
I'm still touching the door.
Okay, go ahead. And
And I load a rocket on my fucking.
I'm walking
I-
way off.
I
Look.
touch the door. I say in Elvish, "May our ancestors be forgiven for our transgressions. May our times never repeat itself. May you be at rest and be at peace."
okay, he says those things, those lovely words in his high Elvish, in her high Elvish. Excuse me, her high Elvish, but nothing seems to happen.
I'm gonna walk away. And
What if I cut my hand? What if I cut my hand and then put it on the door?
That's a what if that I cannot answer.
So I cut my hand and put the blood on the door.
Oh boy,
Then I said,
blood magic.
"I don't have no blood magic. I
No,
don't know
no.
nothing."
That's a throwback to when Dwight just set off a whole chain of events that caused Spanky to turn around and be like, "I'll serve you." Anyway, all right. So he takes out a dagger. She takes out a dagger, slices her hand. That's a hit point, by the way. And you put it to the door, and you say the same words.
It was something to tell him.
I say the same. I say, accept my blood as forgiveness for our lineage, for messing up what we once had. We was once a proud people,
Okay.
but now we are driven
All right.
away and forgot who we truly are.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Lewis,
Yeah.
I'm
I
going.
pull my hand away. Next thing you know, I'm a California raisin.
I'm gonna tell Silverwind in Elven, say his name.
Angra. What's his name again? Pronunciation just throws me off.
Somebody
I
else.
say the general.
chime in.
I say the general's name while my hand is still bleeding.
Okay. You do that, and those same perfect silver circle is extended by another, and a third, and then all types of runes that are they appear. They turn in different directions. You can hear what amounts to like a clockwork. It's like cling, 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 cling. Then your hand, the print pulls the stone where your hand was. It pulls itself in, and the doors slide open.
And all of a sudden, Torak comes out.
Yeah.
4 wins, bitch.
Then I'm not going there. There is at this point there's a release of wind, but with that wind you
Yo, so I turn over the bastard. I look at it. You're up.
And with that, we're gonna end today's game. So
I notch an arrow.
He said I notch an arrow. He was like, "Hey, it worked." Oh fuck!
Oops.
Like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Looks like me and Bastard's gonna be leading the charge.
All right, so
I look at Bastard after I hear that sound, be like, "You're up."
So for Matron, Kodokan Bastard, Silverwind, and Zell, what's his name? Zell Voldrock. I am your GM. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Good game. Good start. When we were playing again?
Hold on. Yeah.
And the book says that you're supposed to have demolitions